Hello everybody, welcome to ReMIXed. I'm David Sanchez here with Junior Ruiz. He's excited. That's his excited face.
Episode
20.1.
2.
20.2.
Good God, man.
That's why I don't do the intros. Okay? That's why the one time I get to do it, I totally stumble over myself. Alright. In discussion today.
Let's do this.
Very briefly, we'll go through this because I know everybody's tired of talking about Alan Moore.
No, I'm not tired about talking about myself.
Except for Alan Moore.
Nah.
Alan Moore, thank you for being here.
No.
One thing I want to talk about.
It's funny because I don't watch TV. It's funny that I'm a video camera. Well, you do the voice better than I do.
Yeah. But it's a link that's been floating around talking about the Watchmen characters. One of the reasons going around because a big thing with Alan Moore is how much he protects his properties and how he doesn't like when people reproduce his stuff, create movies out of it. You know, he's
make a prequel miniseries called Before Watchmen.
Super protective of it. Of course, people have fired back talking about how he himself, you know, he had options. You know, contractual options. He could have jumped in on it. These things were going to be done anyways. Blah blah. His Legion of his League of Men, League of Extraordinary Men. They themselves are borrowed characters. Now Watchmen. It turns out. I guess it's always been known, but not as mainstream. But they themselves are borrowed characters.
See, I didn't know that.
Well, this is a link that Doug Jennings, one of our fans, shared with ReMIXed. I read through
Doug.
it, and just to give it a little more spotlight, The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
I mean, excuse me, not The Walking Dead, The Watchmen. We're talking about zombies. The Watchmen.
Hell, it's more than a zombie. No, no.
The characters of Watchmen belonged to an older comic label back in the 1960s, early 50s, or mid 50s. Called Charlton Comics.
Okay.
They get bought out by DC.
Okay.
During their existence, they had their own characters called. They were part of this group called the Sentinels of Justice. Sentinels, hence Watchmen. You know.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. Actually, when they got bought out, and DC decided to no longer, continue with their storylines. Alan Moore had a plan on making their send-off comic. A little series. This is how they're just going off with a bang type of thing. DC's like, nah, man. We bought him. We want to bring him into our regular universe. So these guys, these Watchmen-ish characters, were actually going to fight alongside Superman and all that. So things actually that are being discussed these days of how DC, or after the movie DC was talking about, bringing these guys in with the regular universe.
Okay.
That was going to happen anyways. Instead, Alan Moore, he just borrows the characters and revamps them to create this book.
Okay.
And DC's like, oh, well, this is kind of much better. Yeah, this is a lot better. Let's do this. So. Just a few things. Miss Dr. Manhattan. He used to be called Captain Atom.
This book sucks. Both of them actually suck. Captain Atom and the Dr. Manhattan Before Watchmen book.
Does it?
I don't. Out of all of them, yeah, I've been reading all of them. Out of all of them, the only two I'm not really liking are Dr. Manhattan and the Comedian.
So were these Before Watchmen even necessary?
No, of course not.
Is this a bankroll thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are still interesting. Like the Rorschach is good. The Night Owl is good. The Ozzy book is really good. I really like the Silk Spectre.
That's the one that I wanted to pick up. I guess
the Ozzy.
I have to wait for the trade now.
But it's like the Dr. Manhattan. I'm so sick and tired of him just. I exist in two places at once. Time is standing still. What if I would have went right instead of left? What if this choice is that choice and alternate timelines and alternate dimensions? I got a headache, dude. Reading this stuff. All of a sudden, I started thinking, well, what if I would have ran that red light and not. Maybe I would have got home sooner. Maybe I would have had this guy because I stopped at the red light. This guy behind me is now late for an appointment. So I started thinking about stupid stuff like that.
They talk about like his experiences in Vietnam, how in this universe he pretty much cleared house. Yeah.
Not yet.
How many issues are they in?
They're at the second issue.
Oh.
It's like a 4-issue series. Dr. Manhattan and Rorschach were the two that started later. It's more of just examining alternate possibilities with his life, like his accident in the chamber turning him into that character, and him marrying his original girl. You know, like, oh, what if this happened? What if that happened? My watch stopped at 1:15. You know, I'm a watchmaker and blah blah blah. My junk is hanging out. Like, come on, dude, really?
That's pretty much the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the only difference with that origin is like the Captain Atom origin was more of an Incredible Hulk origin.
Yeah.
His was an accident, like a bomb came down.
Well, they were both accidents.
I know, but this is more.
Stop touching me with your your bare arms.
Baby, shut up.
Get off me.
In the more Incredible Hulkish origin, Captain Atom gets bombarded with like radiation from a rocket.
You said origin. I totally heard something else because I was thinking something else.
What did you hear?
I heard orgy.
That's exactly.
Because you were like touching me, and I was gonna look at your height and be like menage a trois, and you're like orgy. I was like orgy.
No.
Oh wait, hold on, wait.
No, God no, God no,
wait.
God no.
Ew.
I don't like sloppy seconds. She's already had you.
All right, man.
I don't like.
You can't backtrack.
I don't like her sloppy seconds,
You
dude.
can't backtrack from your Freudian slip here. Okay.
My
Junior
what?
has made a huge reveal on this show right
God
now.
no. Nothing
I'm gonna
against
share
you.
this. I'm
No,
gonna
don't get
share
me
this
wrong. No, no, no.
episode on everybody's wall.
Nothing against you.
And
Trust me.
no.
I'm not even talking to you anymore.
That's
I'm talking
flattering. It's flattering, Junior.
to her. No.
No, after many years, I just want to say, Junior, look at me. Be serious.
I can't. I have this stupid frown.
Junior, look at me.
I'm looking.
Okay. I love you too. Junior, be serious here.
Yeah, kind of easy to say when
We
you
have many
someone
things
that-
in common. I love you very much.
Get to your point, man.
If it ever happens,
No.
no regret.
This ain't chasing Amy.
Whoa.
Totally unscripted there. That's
So let's
what
talk
this show's
zombies,
about.
huh?
That's what this
Zombies?
show's about.
Everyone want to talk about
Well, I just want to
zombies?
clear this up. Nothing against you, but you're not my type.
Hey,
I'm okay with that.
Junior, nobody here is hurt.
I am.
How can we be hurt from something that hasn't happened yet?
Oh man. God, I wonder if I can edit this out.
So okay, Alamore sucks. He rips off everybody. Junior's has issues, and
I'm so gonna fight to edit this out.
and because where everybody's talking about zombies, let's talk about zombies and
Please.
not orgies. Okay.
You've been adding shh to everything, so.
Hey.
Stop touching me, man. Oh god. Oh god, I hope this is easy to edit.
It probably won't be.
No, it probably won't.
No.
I'm sure this will all be in there.
Yeah.
Like my cheeks hurt. These cheeks.
Hey,
These cheeks.
hey. Hey, man. How your cheeks
I don't
feel?
even want to do this anymore. You see that? How we managed to be dirty and still keep it so clean?
It can be.
It can be.
It can.
Shut up!
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm talking about the show, you
I am
perv.
too. All right, let's get back to the script.
Zombie stuff.
Zombie stuff, Walking Dead. Go ahead, Junior. Shoot it off.
Ew.
There's that awkward moment of silence. Anyway. Walking Dead, as we all know, has been very, very popular, especially because of the TV show, which a lot of you didn't even know there was a comic about until you walked into the friendly neighborhood comic book store. I was just like, hey, there's a show called Walking Dead. Is there a comic for it? Yeah, where do you think the show came from?
Or the ultimate. Hey, they made a comic book about Walking Dead.
Yes, that's the other one.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, is it anything like the show? No.
No.
My thing, Walking Dead's a good book. It's a great book, but I think it's overstayed its welcome. Now, a lot of Walking Dead fans are probably watching this, cursing my name and Probably this will be the last episode they ever watch, but I stand by it. This Walking Dead started out as a zombie comic. Hey, cool. It was indie. It was Image. It was good. But ever since the show aired, zombies have been all the rage, and I personally think it's a trend. And it's just another trend that's going to end, and people, you see the value of these books are going to drop. Not super horribly. Like right now, Walking Dead #1 goes for about $1,000.
That's crazy.
Once all the buzz dies, yeah, and I sold mine for $800, so I was happy. But once all the buzz dies down and everything, I think #1 is gonna stay at a steady anywhere between 3 to 5, maybe even 600.
And you know what? I actually don't have a counterpoint. I do agree with you.
You know, it's
I'm taking
trying.
a perspective from a fan of the show. I haven't had the opportunity to collect the comic at all. It came up right when I stopped.
Right.
But I'm caught up on the show, and just watching it, you understand what's happening.
Yeah.
You know the part with the farm?
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pinpoint where Kirkman planned on ending the show, I really do feel he wanted to end it there.
I don't think so.
I do.
The farm, as far as the books, because they're borrowing aspects from the show's borrowing aspects from the book. It's not obviously going hand in hand. They do tweak stuff as Hollywood always does. But as far as the books, dude, the farm thing is not even halfway through of where they're currently at. Walking Dead's at issue 103 right now.
At what point does the farm thing happen? What issue is that?
Oh God, that's like early 30s.
But see, that's already 30 issues there.
Right.
And that's actually a good chunk if you were going to write, like, I'm going to make, like, a little mini
compared to where
here.
they are now, though.
And talking about, like, you know, this is also another zombie book that I planned.
I ain't picking that up this time.
I'm going to have to, because you know where you're at.
I'm right here. Like
and stuff might happen. But when you think about it, after all that build-up, they finally find this place. It's kind of like their heaven almost. It's the perfect place to settle down and restart. Out of nowhere, a wave of zombies comes and clears out. That would have been a good ending to the book, especially if, like, let's say if I were going to put this into the 2-hour movie, that would be like, okay, boom.
Yeah, but
it's hopeless.
Spoiler alert. So if you want to know what happens, cover your ears, guys.
Okay, we know what happens in the prison and how crazy it is.
Okay,
the whole
never mind then.
The whole governor thing. But a lot
Governator?
of that... Yeah,
the
governor.
I call it the governor.
But
no speaking off camera. We told you.
The amount of violence that picks up after that. Granted, they've already been like killing humans and killing zombies, and now you're leaning more into like rape and like men or people just building up more malice and becoming more animalistic in how they deal with other
the
humans.
Apocalyptic world, like in what's that Kurt Russell movie?
Well, actually,
Escape from L.A.
Well, that, and you know, you're getting post-apocalyptic just overall. You know, you could think of Thunderdome. You could think of any post-apocalyptic. You know, it's kind of like somewhere around issue 30 or even before that, someone said, "Hey, this would be a great story. Sign this contract." And then he's like, "Oh, I gotta pull some shit out of my butt now." You know?
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way. You know, who knows? You said, like I said, they're at issue 103. I don't see it going past 200. You know, if you made it to 200, okay, fine. But nowhere past 200. Even 200, I think, would be pushing it. If he could fit it in and finish it by 150, hey, cool. You know?
I think it's one of those things where he could actually stop it and say, okay, now let me focus on another group of people.
He could. That would be interesting. But would it still have that popularity, you think?
If it were for the sake of making money off of it, more than likely, yeah.
I think it's funny that the story...
And it sucks to think about that way. It sucks to think that like, you know, Robert Kirkman is mostly continuing with the series because someone's shoving checks.
Well, since I heard that ever since this took off, man, and, you know, he's been his appointed chair as one of the original founders, even though he's not.
The seven.
Yeah, so now that he's got some rank at Image, I heard all of it's gone to his head, and he's just like,
well, because technically
unapproachable.
He is a founder because he created he began a new era in Image. Like this whole new wave that's been coming in Image, where all these #1s have been coming in, and people going just crazy buying them, and they're not okay. Honestly, they're not all great books to be picking up. But now Image thinks that just because they got their foot in the door in Hollywood and the small screen and all that, there's just that possibility any one of these could be the next hit.
Right.
So he's a founder in the sense that he founded this new era.
And a good point to that would be Thief of Thieves. By the time it was at the 3rd issue, it got picked up for a TV show. Why? Because Robert Kirkman writes it.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing against Robert Kirkman. Like I said, I heard he's unapproachable. I heard he's an a-hole. These are things that I've heard or I've read. I don't know the guy. I don't think I've ever met him. I might have met him at Wizard World once. I honestly don't remember. So to me, it's just like, whatever. You know, CM Punk, I also heard, is very unapproachable. But hell, I'm a big CM Punk fan. One of my favorite wrestlers. So, you know, I mean, their personal lives, I don't give a damn about. The whole point is the work that they do. And is it overexposed, you know? And it's sad that, yeah, okay, Walking Dead is this big thing. I mean, everywhere you go. Now, there's even Walking Dead lunchboxes.
Okay, but here's the thing. You got Time Warner, got DC. Disney now has Marvel. You think there's that possibility that Image is courting somebody to buy them?
For some reason, only 2 TV stations come to mind.
Which ones?
And they
The
both
U?
suck. Yeah, actually, the U and CBS for some reason, or maybe even NBC.
Back to NBC.
Who does Disney? Which station is it that Disney owns? Is it ABC?
It's ABC. I think the CW. Isn't it like the
CW is Marvel, or DC it's Warner Brothers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, ABC.
Because that Shield TV show that's gonna air on ABC then, right? Because it's Disney, Marvel.
I'd have to, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it airing maybe on Fox. Right after Malcolm in the Middle. So yeah, like I Walking Dead, great book, but I think it's a trend. You know, everybody follows trends. Trends end. We all know that. Everybody's all like, "Oh, it's great, zombies." How much of the show is actually really zombies?
But
The story's more about
see.
the survival of the humans.
It'd be interesting to see all the stuff that Image is putting out, to see if it's like, are they showing a network or some company be like, look, this is what we got. We have endless ideas. Just as
Buy
much.
my script, please.
Yeah, no, we have just as many endless ideas and possibilities and original stuff coming
Right.
out just as much as Marvel and DC.
Right.
And,
And I could see it being, as far as network shopping around, saying what can we pick up, I could see it being easier to pick up an Image book or you know, an independent book in general, because that fact, it's independent. They don't have to deal with all the red tape of doing something from DC, because then they got to go through Warner Brothers. Something with
Yeah.
Marvel, because then they got to go through Disney. You know what I mean? There's all these layers you got to go to. Whereas that independent book, you can just be like, "Yo, I like your story. Let's do it."
But you know what I also was thinking about is how each time we talk about an Image creator / writer, yeah, we're not gonna start name dropping again, because you know we talked them.
He'll be
talked
on the
about
show
them
one
enough,
day.
but we talk about them in the sense that how great they were and how they drop off now these days.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is kind of like their retirement plan? Let's sell Image.
I could see that.
You know, hey, Marvel went out for what? $4
But
billion?
Farland needs to recoup from the money
Marvel.
on his balls.
Well, here's the thing,
Remember
Martin.
that?
Yeah, Martin. Tom Farland could just separate.
Yeah,
McFarlane Inc. is doing fantastic with their licensing.
that's true.
He could just lean on his toys and be all right. The action, whatever he calls them, you know, his display figures, I think.
Whatever.
Yeah, he
His
could lean on
sports
that
toys.
for the rest of his life, and he's fine, because there's always going to be an athlete to make a figure out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
But what
always
about
gonna
the
be
other
sports
guys?
fans.
Marvel went out for $4 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Divide $4 billion between 5 or 6 people. You're still all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it was. $4 billion.
Yeah.
That's what
It was $4
Disney
billion.
paid, right?
Plus whatever other licensing stuff. But the bulk of it for...
And Marvel was still recouping, weren't they, from the bankruptcy?
No, they had recouped already
Oh,
from the
did they?
movies. I
Okay.
think Iron Man helped them recoup completely.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But
The whole point is, Walking Dead. I think it's over. Like I said, it's a great story.
it's good because it gives that artist and the artist alley hope. But it's bad in the sense that now everything we're reading possibly is just...
A spin-off or
Yeah.
something to do with that, and like I said, it's a trend. It's not even Walking Dead itself. It's just the whole zombie thing, you know.
What do you call those demographic meetings where you put out a product and you put them in a...
Boring
No, you put a focus group.
focus groups.
Like we're no longer fans, we're focus groups.
Right. Well, it's like the vampire thing. Everybody thought vampires were getting big when the Twilight stuff was released. Now it's just like you can see really nobody gives a damn
Oh my
about
God, when
vampires anymore.
Yeah, when I saw that when the X-Men had vampires.
Yeah,
and-
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that was.
And then all the Marvel variant covers where they're all vampires and stuff. But where are they now? You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a trend. It just so happens that the zombies have stuck around longer.
Well, I mean, tread carefully. Also, this goes out to all the other independents who have contracts with Image. You know, you might want to be more aware of what's going on in your head office too.
So you think, okay, my question to you guys as well. Do you think, and we're just speaking Walking Dead here, Robert Kirkman should A, hand the series off to another writer, bring in fresh ideas, B, end it, or C, like you said earlier, end the story for these particular characters and start over with new characters?
I would go with A and C, mostly A.
So you want to see the book continue
creatively, and then as to respect to him as a creative, end it, because like he has things like the Thief book coming out. Well, it's out already and it's picked up as a TV show. But what if forever he's just pigeonholed as the zombie guy?
Right, I can see that.
And now he's trying to do something like what's it called? I didn't get into the book. I wasn't that interested again. The Thief book.
Thief of Thieves.
I read the first issue. I didn't see the big deal of it. You know, I'm sorry. It just didn't catch my eye. But maybe that could possibly be because I opened it expecting something crazy to happen.
You expected a zombie to jump
No,
out
no,
at you?
I just expected something very intense.
Okay.
You know, because that's the thing about the way he writes the zombie books is that they're very intense and they're very on edge. They have a lot of drama.
Mm.
I got nothing. And as a creative, I'd just be more careful about pigeonholing yourself.
Okay.
So everything that comes up after Walking Dead is just a total bomb because your fan base is going to be like seriously?
Yeah.
You know, bite that guy's head off.
So what do you guys think? Do you think A, should be handed off to another writer and continue? B, he ends it? Or C, he ends the story of these particular characters and starts a whole new group? You know, let us know what you think. Comment below. You hush, you're not on camera. You had your chance.
Per agreement.
Yes, you had your chance. So let us know what you guys think. We're always open to suggestions and thoughts. So that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know, we just wanted to get that out there. There's a lot of people have been asking for us, hey, you guys don't really talk about The Walking Dead. Hey, what's up with The Walking Dead? Hey, are you guys Walking Dead? So here's your Walking Dead episode. There's really not a whole lot we can speak on it as opposed to just sitting there and just discussing the story arcs, which we can do in like 40 seconds. They find a new place to live. They get overrun by either a renegade group of humans or some zombies. They have to move on. Somebody dies, and they found another place to live, and it's pretty much the recurring cycle. Yeah. So there, I just told you all 103 issues.
And Junior opened up a lot in this episode, and we appreciate you for watching.
Yeah, assuming I don't edit that out.
Oh, I'll regale people with a really tasty Facebook post.
You're stupid. Well,
I'm David Sanchez. He's Junior Ruiz. Thank you for watching. Have a very good night.